Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a story that's part reality TV, part real-life marriage drama, and totally relatable. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos are sharing a side of their home life that you've never seen before. And trust me, it's full of unexpected twists. Stick around because the way they navigate their roles at home might just surprise you. Kelly Ripa, the vivacious co-host of Live with Kelly and Mark, has always been open about her life off-camera. But recently, she and her husband Mark Consuelos have given fans an unprecedented glimpse into their personal dynamics at home. And if you thought being married to a fellow celebrity meant a seamless partnership, think again. During a recent appearance on Live with Kelly and Mark, Ripa addressed the ongoing, sometimes playful, sometimes intense, bickering that occurs between her and Consuelos regarding their responsibilities at home. "It's all fair here," she declared with her trademark charm, though the sparkle in her eyes hinted that fair might have a few unspoken caveats. For years, the couple has been celebrated for their chemistry, on screen and off. But behind closed doors, it turns out, that harmony isn't without its occasional friction. The Ripa Consuelos household, filled with 3 children and a bustling career schedule, is a microcosm of modern marriage. Fans watching might assume that 2 celebrities have a perfect division of labor, but the reality seems far more nuanced and surprisingly relatable. Kelly, ever candid, explained that while she doesn't consider herself someone who complains, disagreements inevitably arise. "I don't complain," she said with a playful smile, "but there are definitely moments when Mark and I have very spirited debates about who does what." The audience laughed, not because the situation was necessarily funny, but because almost anyone juggling a family, a career, and household responsibilities could relate. Mark, never one to shy away from humor, jumped in to give his perspective. "I don't think it's complaining," he said, leaning in conspiratorially. "It's just negotiation, every single day." And sometimes, Kelly has a very persuasive point, which I grudgingly accept. His tone, part mock indignation, part admiration, captured the essence of their dynamic. What stood out most was the authenticity. The fact that even a celebrity couple with decades of shared experience faces the same negotiations many households do. The couple also revealed that their approach to household responsibilities has evolved over the years. Early in their marriage, roles were more traditional, Kelly managing certain aspects of home life, and Mark taking on others. But as careers expanded, children grew older and schedules became more demanding, they realized that flexibility was essential. "It's not about rigid rules," Kelly explained. "It's about communicating, adapting, and sometimes picking your battles." This revelation sparked a wave of online discussion. Fans were quick to point out how refreshing it is to see a celebrity couple navigating challenges in real time, rather than presenting a polished, conflict-free image. Social media lit up with comments from viewers saying things like, "I thought only normal people argued about chores," and "It's comforting to see even Kelly and Mark have disagreements." Interestingly, the couple also discussed how humor plays a crucial role in diffusing tension. Kelly admitted that sometimes she intentionally pushes a point just to see Mark's reaction, and then laughs at the absurdity of it. Mark confirmed that he responds in kind, often using wit to steer the conversation toward compromise. "We fight with love," he said, "and sometimes the fight itself becomes a bonding experience." But just when it seemed like the story was all light-hearted banter, Kelly dropped a twist that left the audience buzzing. She revealed that while most of the public sees them at their best, there are moments when the argument escalates and becomes serious. "There are days," she said, her voice dropping slightly, "when it's not playful at all. Those moments are rare. But they remind us that marriage is hard work. You have to really want to understand each other, even when you're frustrated." Mark nodded in agreement, adding a surprising layer of vulnerability. "People see the highlights, the fun moments on TV. But there's a lot that doesn't get filmed. It's not glamorous. It's conversations at 10 p.m., cleaning up after the kids, figuring out schedules, and making sure we don't lose sight of why we're doing this together. That's the real work." The discussion then turned to their 3 children and how the family dynamic factors into these household negotiations. Kelly explained that parenting styles naturally influence who takes on what role. "Sometimes I'm more hands-on with the kids, sometimes Mark is," she said. "We play to our strengths, but we also support each other where needed." And yes, we argue about that too. Fans quickly latched onto this part of the story, expressing surprise and delight that even celebrities face the same parenting debates they do. It became clear that Kelly and Mark's candidness about their home life is part of a larger trend, breaking down the myth of the perfect family in Hollywood. The twist here is simple but powerful. Celebrity life is often perceived as flawless, but the reality is just as messy, funny, and challenging as anyone else's. What makes this story even more engaging is the subtle power dynamics at play. Kelly hinted that she occasionally asserts herself more strongly than people might expect. "I'm not passive," she said. "Sometimes I make sure Mark understands exactly how I feel. But he's equally formidable in these discussions, so it's a constant balance." This acknowledgement of equality and tension resonates deeply, especially with viewers who juggle careers, households, and relationships daily. Mark, meanwhile, provided a twist that few expected. He revealed that these discussions at home sometimes inspire content for Live with Kelly and Mark. "We don't script our disagreements," he said, "but the way we navigate them, and the humor we find in them, sometimes seeps into our on-air conversations. It's real life mirrored on TV." This blending of private and public life is a delicate dance. Kelly and Mark have built careers around being relatable, approachable, and entertaining, but maintaining authenticity without oversharing is a challenge. They both acknowledged that, occasionally, disagreements spill over into social media speculation or tabloid fodder, which can be tricky to manage. "People read into everything," Kelly said. "A little argument can become a headline, but we know the truth of our relationship." And then came another twist. Kelly admitted that she sometimes exaggerates minor disagreements for dramatic effect, not for the tabloids but for herself and Mark. "It's like seasoning in a recipe," she explained. "A little exaggeration makes life fun. It's playful, not harmful. We laugh about it afterward." This confession resonated with fans who secretly do the same in their relationships, adding a relatable, humanizing layer to the celebrity narrative. Yet, beneath the humor there is a clear foundation of respect. Both emphasize that no argument undermines their mutual admiration. "We may bicker, we may challenge each other," Mark said, "but at the end of the day we're partners in every sense. That's non-negotiable." Kelly nodded, reinforcing the sentiment. "It's not about winning or losing. It's about being heard, and making sure both of us feel supported." The conversation then veered into a discussion about societal expectations and gender roles. Kelly remarked that in many households, women often shoulder a disproportionate share of domestic responsibilities. "I want to challenge that," she said. "I think it's important to show that men can step up, women can assert themselves, and both can negotiate roles that work for their family." Mark added, "It's about partnership, not division. And sometimes that partnership involves spirited debates, but that's okay." This point sparked a social media surge, with fans praising Kelly and Mark for normalizing negotiation, flexibility, and humor in marriage. Many viewers shared their own experiences, expressing relief that they weren't alone in navigating the complexities of modern family life. Some noted that seeing a celebrity couple handle these dynamics with grace and occasional sarcasm provided inspiration to tackle their own household challenges. Perhaps the most surprising twist came when Kelly teased that they sometimes intentionally switch roles for fun. "We'll have a day where I take on something Mark usually does, and he handles something I usually do," she revealed. "It's chaotic, it's hilarious, but it reminds us of the effort each person puts in every day. And it sparks empathy. Suddenly, you appreciate the other person's contribution in a new way." This playful reversal struck a chord with viewers, highlighting that even seasoned couples benefit from role experimentation and perspective-taking. It's a simple but profound lesson. Understanding another person's responsibilities can foster deeper connection, laughter, and appreciation. As the interview wrapped up, Kelly and Mark reflected on the broader message they hoped to convey. "Marriage isn't perfect," Kelly said. "Parenting isn't perfect. Life isn't perfect. But if you approach it with honesty, humor, and respect, you can navigate the challenges, and sometimes the challenges themselves become a source of joy." Mark added a final unexpected twist. "And sometimes the public thinks they know what's happening in your life, but they don't. That's fine. We share what we feel comfortable sharing, and the rest stays with us. That balance is crucial. In the end, what emerges from this candid conversation is a portrait of a modern marriage, dynamic, sometimes messy, often humorous, but fundamentally grounded in partnership. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos demonstrate that disagreement does not equal discord, that negotiation can be playful, and that empathy is key. Their story is a reminder that even celebrities, with all their resources and public recognition, face the same real-life challenges as everyone else, and sometimes those challenges make life richer, funnier, and more human. For fans of the couple, this glimpse behind the curtain is both entertaining and reassuring. It proves that authenticity resonates, that humor can heal tension, and that love, real love, is never about perfection, but about navigating life together, one playful argument at a time. So next time you see Kelly and Mark on screen, remember, the bickering, the negotiation, the laughter, all of it reflects a partnership built on respect, communication, and just enough playful twist to keep things interesting. And perhaps that's the real reason they've lasted so long in the spotlight and at home, because they are unapologetically themselves. Wow, what a story! Kelly and Mark's honesty really gives us a peek into what marriage looks like behind the cameras. Are you surprised by how playful and real they are? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this inside look. And don't forget to subscribe for more celebrity stories with all the twists and turns you won't hear anywhere else. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.